Hey everybody, it's Holly
and Heather.
and welcome to day 4, Elvis Week 2026.
Is it day 4? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I know. Who knows? But yes, we are here. We didn't get to come on and do our recap for the last couple of days, and we had a little bit of time. So we thought we would come on here and chit chat with everybody and catch up and let you know all about fabulous people, places, events, shows, food, everything that we've been up to. So
Yeah.
welcome aboard.
Yes.
It's hot as blue blazes out here. We're at the back of the guest house outside. We thought it was going to be a great idea. We're second guessing.
Yeah. And crazy enough, because I also need some serious caffeine and pick me up. So I do have a little bit of water, which I've almost already drank. But I also decided it'd be a good idea to get a coffee. So coffee compliments of the Shake, Rattle, and Go here at the guest house. But anyway, how are y'all? How's your Elvis week so far?
How's it going, everybody?
I hope y'all are having so much fun with us wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. If it's your first time with us or your thousandth time with us, I hope you're enjoying everything. Man, it has been, we were talking about this with some people last night, and we're only, again, 4 days in.
Yeah.
We still have what, like 5 days?
Yeah, almost a week.
Yeah, we still have like several more days of Elvis Week 2026.
Yes.
But it has already been such a good Elvis Week. Y'all, I mean,
There's something in the air.
Yeah, the excitement,
Yeah.
the energy, the camaraderie, the friendships, the everything. It has just been so amazing. And like online, all of your all's comments and your, questions and shares and likes and everything have been fantastic. So thank you all so much.
Yes.
And I can't believe that I almost forgot to start it off with this. We have to say what? Whoop, whoop. We hit 40,000 followers on Facebook this week, and we could not be more excited and more proud that it happened right here during Elvis Week.
That couldn't have been better timing.
Thank you all so much. Mwah. We love each and every single one of you all that have supported, do support, continue to support Holly and I in our Elvis love and passion and journey. So thank you for 40,000 followers.
Here's to 40,000 more.
I know, right? I know, right? So yes, definitely wanted to start out with that and say that.
Thank you all so very much.
Yes.
This is a dream come true for Heather and I to be able to share Elvis Week. And it was always our goal just to bring you all along with us, and all those of you that can't be here. Maybe there's a certain year you can't be here. So we are so thankful to you all. We're so glad. Everyone has been so lovely to us online. Everybody here in person has been coming up to us and just telling us what, we all mean to each other. So, Elvis is just, that's what we've all been talking about this week, is like, he's just that commonality, that common thread, that beautiful connection that instantly connects us, instantly binds us all, our love and our passion for Elvis. And so to be able to celebrate that at something like Elvis Week is just always emotional and meaningful. And so, that's what Holly and I absolutely love, is kind of this journey that we're on with, all of our lives and posts and stuff, and being able to share a little bit of that joy and that light and that passion with all of you all that share that as well. And so I hope you're having an amazing time with us. Yes.
Because we are having an amazing time. And I mean, the last couple of days have just been jam-packed. Like, I know we were on here on today's Tuesday, Sunday, and did kind of a little recap, and we left off with like the morning and afternoon show. So we're going to catch you up on everything that's been going on since then, because there have been some Elvis Week moments.
Yes, there have been.
As Holly and I like to call them, and we've shared them. So again, go back on our Facebook, our Instagram, catch up on all of the posts and pictures and lives and things, because it's been incredible.
Yeah, so I think we left off right before the semifinals. So let's talk about that tonight. As you all know, are the finals of the Ultimate ETA contest. The semifinals, like we said, everybody did great. Everybody was on their A game. There's so many great vocalists out there. It was amazing.
Yeah. And I'm sure some of you, hopefully you all have the Graceland virtual Elvis Week pass and you watched the semifinals. If not, maybe you, caught, from some friends and stuff, caught some glimpses of like pictures and things online and everything. But yeah, just as Holly and I expected, yeah, it was 19 really talented, incredible guys in the competition. And it was like, it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter, you know, and they did announce and narrow it down to the top 10 the other night. So that's who will go forth. And, you know, again, you never know. I mean, every single year is different. Every judges panel is different. Yeah. You know, what they like, what they see, what they're looking for is always different and everything. You know, there were, I think, definitely some surprises this year. There were some surprises, you know, some newcomers to the tribute world that was their first time in the contest and everything. So that was exciting to see. You know, I'm not going to not say that Holly and I weren't disappointed that our Riley Jenkins and Moses Snow didn't make the top 10 because they both did incredible. Again, as all the guys did. They all came out and just, you know, gave it their all. And that's what I love is that, you know, all these guys, they want it so bad. Yeah. You know, say Riley and Moses could not have done better. Yeah. But you know what? It's just not their time. Yeah. We're all on Elvis's time. We're all on Elvis's time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it was, you know, it's always, like I said, just so fun and like nerve-wracking and energetic to watch the competitions and things. Cause you feel the nerves for the guys and the energy and everything. But I just, you know, I always love the contests and everything. And so, and I'm going to say this about them. Yeah. Those contestants, I'd like to say this, even the ones that were, did not make the top 10, still showed up. Great. They were still at the after party. They were still meeting and greeting with fans right after the show. Yeah. Such camaraderie, such dignity, such respect. Like little Moses Snow still came to the after party that night and got up there and just rocked it on a song. Yeah. So they're all great guys. And all great guys. That just is a testament to their characters. Yeah. So and really all deserving, you know, and like we said, you know, when it, you know, I feel like when it's your time, it's your time. And, you know, every year is different. And, you know, some of the past ultimates, you know, maybe it's happened on their first time. The others, they really had to go time after time after time. But man, look at the ultimates that we have. I mean, look at this group of guys here this week that have been putting on all these shows and stuff that we're going to talk about some more here in just a second. But, you know, just what an incredible, incredible group of guys. Yeah. And I have to say a side note, this is just for me. Thank you, Aaron Walker, for doing Patch It Up. Finally, hey, someone's doing Patch It Up in a competition as it should be. I mean, it was so crazy because, I wish you could have seen mine and Holly's faces when he came out. Because, you know, I think we were talking about this on our live the other day. And we need to announce our bestie of the day. Yeah. But anyway, we were talking about this on our live the other day. And, you know, Holly and I were saying that, you know, we wish that somebody would do Patch It Up because it is such a crowd, like getting song. It just gets you revved up. You can't help but like clap and move in your seat. And it moves. Elvis's move. Yeah. And so when he came out and busted it, I literally looked at Holly because, you know it because it's that. I was like, winner in my mind. Holly's 2026 Ultimate ETA. Yeah. So, you know, that was cool. That was refreshing because honestly, I was telling Holly, and we've been doing the tribute artist contest since 2013. But I don't ever remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't ever remember any of the contestants in any round doing Patch It Up. So way to go, Aaron Walker. Way to go. Way to come out of the blue with that. Well, you know, it's like Emilio. When Emilio won last year, nobody had ever seen anybody do Blue Mood. Yeah. And now it's legendary. You know what it does? It puts you on my radar. Yes. You're on my radar now. Yeah, because now that is legendary and synonymous with Emilio Santoro. But yeah, the contest, always so much fun. It's a great event. Everybody really loves and gets excited about. Yeah. And so tonight, I mean, the anticipation, you know, everybody is like literally talking about it. And they're like, you know, who do you think is going to be the top 5? Who do you think is going to take it? And I literally think it could go so many different ways. So many. Yeah. You know, so many different ways. So I really just think it comes down to tonight and the song choices and the performances, you know, who really just has that moment. Yeah. You know, in the finals where you're just like, whoa. So it's anybody's game. It's anybody's game. Who do you all think? Out of the top 10, you know, who's your favorite? Who you rooting for? So then there's a lot of great ones. There are a lot. Yeah. There are a lot. So that's all we'll say about that. Yeah. Moving on, we had our first to the most thoughtful man in the ETA world, Dean Z. I saw him kind of buzzing around talking to people, and I was like, Dean looks like he's telling everybody something. Yeah, he looks like he's planning something.
And then he jumped off stage, and we were like, "What is going on?" Well, we see Estelle, honey. The Infinity Band butts into "Sweet Inspiration," which I think now is my new theme song for life. And they blew it away. Michaela, Hannah, and Michelle were there for years singing with him. So she saw it all. She got to see and hear and experience it all, from like the best seat in the house that I know we all would have given our eye teeth to be. And I'm telling you what, that lady, honestly, I always say this and tell Holly and everybody this about her. She is literally the most beautiful light in a human being. She just radiates sunshine and positivity and joy.
Yeah.
And, she was in that audience just having the best time. It was like she was just reliving it. And she was just giving her all on that Sweet Inspiration. You could just see all the memories just flowing back.
Yes.
And it was an absolute moment to have that happen. And also, we can't not just rave about the Infinity Tribute Band and the girls, Michaela and Hannah and Michelle, because I would have been petrified. I don't even know if I could have sang in front of Estelle, and they rocked it.
Killed it.
I mean, rocked it. Go back and watch my video that we posted because, thank you, Dean Z, for making that moment happen. Infinity Tribute Band, girls, singers.
Absolutely.
Like, it was magical.
Yes.
Magical. So that was the best nightcap for our day that we could have ever imagined. And then moving on to the next day, what did we do? I have no idea. What day? Yesterday. So, of course, we did our John Daly. So, hope you caught that video if you didn't go back and watch it. And my haul's shaping up. It is. Listen, our haul this year, because even I have a little haul. Yeah. It's going to be legendary. My haul is shaping up. Yeah, and that's another thing. So many of you all, which our shirts are from our bestie Jen Pushy. So thank you for that. But so many of you have given us gifts this week and come up to us and given us gifts. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah. But yeah, my haul is really shaping up. Yeah. And I'm telling Holly, I'm like, I gotta go. Like, John's stuff was so good. Stax recordings, the Jungle Room recordings, and it was all different ultimates that came out. So let me see if I can remember, and I'm gonna have to cheat and look at my thing. I know it was. First up was Jay Dupuis. Yeah. And I love that Jay, we posted it. He did one of my favorite medleys. And his outfit. Yeah, top notch. Had this brand new, and it was basically after Elvis's black, two-piece leather, jacket and pants that he has. Not the 68 comeback special. Can I say a little caption while we're on the subject of Jay? Oh. We were a little late today, and I'm so sorry, but we had a special surprise for you all. We were going to interview Jay Dupuis and maybe special guests today, but it did not work out. EPE called, and Jay's got to go running. Yeah. He had a ton of stuff to do. They're filming, I think, things for the 50th. Look at them already thinking ahead. So 50th anniversary. So we couldn't take him away from that. That's the most important thing is the 50th. So we are going to reschedule. So, because I know we talked about it a little bit in the past. And if you were looking forward to that, we're so sorry. But, Elvis Week, it's nuts. You never know what's going to happen. So we will eventually get Jay Dupuis here on the couch with H Squared. So never fear. It just didn't happen today. Yeah. But again, this Race on Rock show, I mean, I was like, it was my jam. Because all of those studio recordings and those songs and the songs that came out of all those different studios and the different sounds of each of those times in Elvis's life and those recordings and everything are just unbelievable. And when you got a lineup like Jay Dupuis, Dwight Eisenhower, Jimmy Holmes, Cody Dayanath, and I feel like there was one more. No, that was it. No, Cody, Jay, Jimmy, and Dwight. And they each came out and, like I said, did their own segment, probably I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 songs. And they all looked unbelievable. Like we said, Jay had this brand new 2-piece white suit made for it that looked incredible. Dwight came out in his all black rehearsal wear with this amazing big old chain belt and his cool sunglasses. He always wears those so well. I know. It just comes out and looks so cool. And then Cody came out in the black suit. You know what I'm talking about? That has the pocket with the little gold studs and the sleeves with the gold studs. Is it? No, it's black. Okay. Yeah. I think it's black. Yeah. Looked unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. And then Jimmy came out in the kind of rehearsal wear, the blue shirt, and then it had that big gold scarf that kind of hangs over the shoulders and stuff. I mean, they sang their rear ends off, and song after song after song. Like Holly said, Jay did a little medley of
Don't Cry Daddy into In the Ghetto. I mean, Dwight, just his vocals. We posted he did a special little song for Heidi.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that was another moment.
That's our second Elvis Week moment.
Yeah.
And that was, so every day I hope we have a moment. Because we had one that day. But Dwight dedicated We Can Make It Into the Morning to Heidi. Tiny Graceland, as I like to call her, Tiny. And
that's her favorite song.
That's her favorite song. His vocal is so emotional and so powerful. I look over at Heidi, she's crying. I'm crying. I don't have my Elvis Week napkin or handkerchief, so I've got my pant leg.
Yeah.
And Heather's like, what are y'all doing? We look around, everybody, it was so emotional. It was such a moment. Dwight just brings that out of people, but phenomenal. Could not say anything better about it. It was truly a moment.
And then Cody Dayanath, which I was like, I try to tell you this of Holly, but and I know a lot of you love this song as I do, but you know the song.
Are you able to tell on me?
I am, but thank you. About to tell you. But the song My Boy, I mean, I love it. I think it's phenomenal. And not a lot of people do it. And that's the great thing about these shows is that we were really getting some of those like gems and those songs that you don't hear a lot, you don't hear all the time.
Right.
You know, at Elvis Week and stuff in, you know, certain shows. But yeah, Cody Dayanath came out and did My Boy, and Holly was like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that song. I'm a fan of that song now.
Yeah, I will say it wasn't my favorite before, but now it's etching up there. It's etching up there in the favorite. And you know why? Because it was such a powerful vocal, such a powerful background singing. Like it was so full and sounded so great.
Yeah,
Holly's a fan now.
Yeah. And then Jimmy Holmes ended it with the Jungle Room sessions, which, hello, those songs.
I'm going to tell you, Jimmy,
Way Down. I was like, yeah, Jimmy Holmes on fire this week.
I think I'm going to call him Jimmy J.R. Holmes for Jungle Room.
Jimmy J.R. Holmes. I like it. But yeah, I mean, he's killing it this week, as all the guys are. I mean, but that show it's one of the best shows I've seen.
Yeah.
One of the best shows I've seen. Because again, just great production, great lineup of ultimates and great song choices and just a great way to celebrate all of those studio recordings and stuff, you know? Yeah. So absolutely loved that show.
Yeah. After that,
then we had a little break. So we ran over to Marlowe's and ate delicious as always. So if you're coming down this week, we tell you either ride the pink limo or drive right down the street from Graceland to Marlowe's and enjoy some good barbecue. We had ribs and nachos.
Yeah, and it looked like they'd redone the place a little bit. Like the decor looked a little bit different, but it looked super fabulous. So
yeah. And then our afternoon or like night show, I guess. Yeah, because now we're into the night because the Raised on Rock was our afternoon show. Now into nights was another really fun. This show was just fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Yes. Was the Hollywood Hits show. And this was all about Elvis's movies. So this was celebrating all of his movies. And I loved this show because, again, the movie songs are not something you get to hear a lot.
Right.
And I know a lot of, people, again, kind of I feel like there's like a mixed emotion on the movies. Like some people really don't care for the movies. Some people love the movies. Some people love some of the movies. And the songs are always like kind of, a division. People think they're cheesy or whatever.
I heard probably 5 songs I'd never heard before.
You and the man behind us. There was a man behind us, and he literally, it was hilarious. He had come with, his wife, and this was probably one of his first, if not first, Elvis weeks. But he was literally like, I don't know any of these songs. And then the movie title would come up and he'd be like, that's not a movie. That's not a movie title. Elvis didn't do a movie called Clam Bake. Stay Away Joe. Never heard it. It was hilarious. And the lady's like, honey, I've got so much to teach you about Elvis. It was hilarious. But anyway, it was literally the show. They literally covered all 31 movies.
One song apiece.
One song apiece. And it featured all different ultimates. So let's see. It was Emilio Santoro, Victor Trevino Jr., Jay Dupuis, Ben Thompson, Taylor Rodriguez, and then special appearances by Cody Dayanath and Jimmy Holmes. And so I don't know how they did it. They were like quick change artists.
Well, I was about to say, I'm glad you brought up the quick change artists because y'all know me, I'm about to be superficial.
Yeah.
When I say the highlight of the show for me were the costumes, because there wasn't a jumpsuit in sight, although y'all know I love a jumpsuit. It was so amazing to see all these. It was like Elvis's movie was brought to life for me for a little bit. And I have to give a shout out, Emilio Santoro. Holy cow. Your outfits.
Yeah.
That black leather.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was so cool the way that they put this show together because they would literally put the movie cover poster up on the back wall. And then the guy would come out in costume like for that movie. And then they would either sing the title song from the movie or just one of the songs from the movie.
Yeah.
And yes, they were all incredible. And it was just so much fun to hear these songs, to see these costumes. Because we're talking like Jay came out in like the Harem Scarum outfit.
Cute.
Loved it. I know he didn't love it, but we loved it. Y'all, Emilio came out in the Kid Galahad, just the robe with the
Let me just say this.
on and the boxing gloves, no shirt, shirtless Emilio.
But let me say this. He came out in the little robe,
I
the
think that was
boxing
amazing
robe.
for a lot of people.
The most hysterical thing happened. The minute that robe came off and he was in just those little boxing shorts, when I say I looked
It
around
was
the
a
audience,
domino effect.
everybody's camera was like this. I mean, there was a sea of cameras.
Yeah.
Being like, he was adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cute as a butt.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. And he did like Edge of Reality with that blue suit on. Okay, this was a funny moment for Emilio. And all these guys are such professionals. They handle everything so well. But you guys know, like, Roustabout. And in that movie, Elvis like rides the motorcycles and stuff. And that's kind of how Emilio came out dressed, was like in the leather jacket and the pants and the leather gloves and stuff. But, Elvis got hurt and has the Band-Aid on his forehead where he got, injured. Well, Emilio came out with the Band-Aid on his forehead, but it came off. It was hanging. It came off and was hanging right during his performance. And he was just like, kept going. But yeah, Taylor Rodriguez came out and did like the Blue Hawaii songs, like rock. It was so good. I'm trying to think.
Listen, Victor Trevino and Stay Away Joe.
Yeah.
That Western outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yep.
And then my favorite, well, not my favorite, but one of my most favorite, Jimmy Holmes in that cute little sweatshirt from Change of Habit.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah, looked
so
great.
cute.
Looked great. Ben Thompson, I mean, he looked dapper and all his stuff. He did like the Viva Las Vegas, like the yellow jacket. Charo. Cody Daynath, y'all. And I was so excited because y'all know yesterday I had my Charo shirt on. Which it was so funny that I wore that yesterday.
I know.
Because I had brought that outfit to wear because I had my sparkly pants, if y'all saw them, that I loved. And I was like, since I'm so flashy on the bottom, we'll keep it subtle on the top. And I was like, ooh, my Charles shirt will match. And I also wore it yesterday in honor of John Daly because Charles is his favorite movie.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh my gosh, it's the Hollywood Hits tonight. And then when we saw Cody Daynath after the Raised on Rock show, he was like, love your shirt. It's going to fit in perfectly with tonight. And I was like, oh my gosh, it will. And then here comes Cody Daynath out with Charles. Loved it.
Yeah, and I'm going to make a PSA. If more ETAs could do the Charo look, I'd be very happy. Thank you.
Yeah, but all the guys did such a great job because I know this was a tough show because, you think about it, like these guys are so used to doing their Elvis tribute concerts and shows and acts, and they're so used to doing like the jumpsuits or even like the 50s stuff and, singing Blue Suede Shoes, Hound Dog and Suspicious Minds. But a lot of times they don't do a lot of these movie songs. So they were really stretching their wings and, learning these movie songs and stuff and doing these costume changes and everything. And so it was just such a fun show.
Yeah.
I think the audience really had fun.
Yeah.
The audience really had fun with this show.
It was a nice change of pace.
It was a change of pace. Yeah. And that's been the cool thing about this week. I feel like there's been a lot of like different shows, to go to where, you're not hearing the same songs every time. You're not seeing the jumpsuits every single time.
Really good.
Yeah. So that was a really good one.
I know. And then what we do?
Oh yeah. So then last night we ended it with the Ultimates All Request show.
Yes.
Which Holly Norman's in trouble.
Okay, I'm going to plead my case, and I know everybody in these comments
It's going to be on your side.
are going to be on my side.
I'm on her side too, but I just wanted to be so blatant. So yeah, so they do this all request show. And last night it was 5 of them. So it was Dean Z, Patrick Dunn, Dwight Eisenhower, Cody Daynath, and Jimmy Holmes. And they basically come out on stage and they put this phone number up and you text like requests you want to hear. And you can just request songs and it could be any song, Elvis or any artist story. And hold on, you can tell you're part of it. And you can like text even specific people to sing songs. So the funny thing is, which we met another bestie, Hope. Hey, Hope. Hey, Hope. We met another little bestie, Hope, that sat beside us. And we were like laughing because we were like all three, like especially me and Hope, we were like texting like a million songs and requests and stuff. And like Patrick and Dean were in charge of the phone, mostly Patrick. And they were like looking, but they weren't really like reading like any of our requests. And we're like, we're sending a million. How are they not getting it? And then it even was like they kept getting requests for like Ultimates that weren't even here. like weren't even on the show this year. And then Hope looked at me and she was like, this is the same number from last year. And she's like, when I texted, my old messages from last year pulled up. I think they're seeing all the messages from like last year and this year. And that's why it's doing that.
Right.
So anyway, I had been requesting for like Dean Z to sing anything Neil Diamond. I wanted him to sing even like a George Michael, like Faith song. I thought he'd be cute at that, or just any song. You know, I've been sending stuff for like Dwight to do Billy Joel or a specific Elton John song, you know, whatever. And so when Patrick would like look at their text, he would be like, hey, who has the number starting with 865? And they would want the people to like, you know, own up to it and stuff. So they literally sit there and they're like, you know, hey, who has the 865 number? So I'm so excited because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, one of my requests got through. So I'm like, whoa, that's me. Well, then what happened?
Okay. You all know that I'm the superficial one of us. So I thought it'd be funny. And she and Hope kept, you know, saying, I can't believe they're not getting texts from this year. These are all from last year. And I said, you know what? I know a way to get their attention. And then I was thinking, I was like, if I write this in a text and they see it, I know they'll say something about it. And I'll just, you know, see if they're reading both this year's and last year's. So I thought it'd be fun to put, can Dean C sing something and take his jacket off? And that's the text that they saw, which I was correct. They did see it. That got their attention.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this. Listen, ladies. I mean, I'm just doing y'all a service.
Yeah.
Everybody in that place wanted him to take his jacket off, and y'all are too scared to say it. So guess what? That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. But all y'all, I could have literally like, I mean, because y'all know.
Heather didn't know because then we got scolded because then Dean Z was like, is that Holly and Heather? And
all that happened before Patrick read the text. So I was like mortified. And then of course they're both like, that's for the show tomorrow night, the After Dark show. Because here I'm expecting them to like read and be like, oh, Heather wanted to hear Dean Z sing Faith, or she wanted to hear Dean Z sing Neil Diamond. And they're like, read it out. And I was literally like, oh. So she wasn't thinking it and didn't want it, but I was like, Holly,
she and Hope, I thought were going to go under the table. I was laughing hysterically. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But now, y'all, so we're a house divided right now. Are you with Holly and say, yes, Dean Z should take his jacket off? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Or are you with Heather? Boo, Holly, you shouldn't have texted that.
Well, no, it just embarrassed me. I was like,
I'm going to say this. I would have said, hey, Patrick, take your jacket off. But you know, Patrick, he might have took off a little more. It's until
which would have been okay. It would have been okay.
I mean, I felt his arms last night.
Yeah,
and
I would have been okay with that. Yeah.
They were feeling good.
Maybe tonight, maybe Ultimates After Dark, because that show, you never know what's going to happen.
Comment below.
Yeah. But it was such a fun show because, again, this is just kind of one of those like off the cuff, unscripted. The guys just come out and do their thing. But I would also like to say that, I mean, the requests are always all over the place because, again, sometimes it's Elvis songs, you know, sometimes it's suited specifically for, you know, the Ultimates. Like they're like, I really want to hear Dwight sing this song. Mm-hmm. But one of the funniest moments, and all of them did great. And we got to hear everything across the board. Like Patrick, of course, did Walking in Memphis, which I think everybody in the room requested. He did a little bit of Phantom of the Opera, which was cool. Of course, Dwight did Crocodile Rockin'. Jimmy Holmes did Love and Arms and just wore it out. But I would like to pick
Cody.
Yeah, Cody. Oh my God. Well, Cody,
he had all the food songs.
They kept giving Cody like the funny, silly songs to sing.
But you know what? He stepped it up and he did a mic drop on him.
So. And he did it. But like Holly and I were laughing so hard because Dwight, literally, somebody requested Dwight to sing Hurt. And if you've never heard Dwight sing Hurt, shame on you, then you are missing out because, whoa. And because we all know Dwight has such a powerful, like just commanding voice and so like that tone of Elvis and just that like of Elvis. Mm-hmm. And so somebody requested Dwight to do Hurt. And of course, Dwight's all like, oh man, you know, thanks a lot. You know, it's too late for this, you know, whatever. And I mean, he like gets the mic and I mean, just belts out that first Hurt. And I mean, it was like it blew us all like back. It was so incredible. And I like literally like looked at Holly and I'm like, you know, Dwight is totally that one that, you know, they're like, hey, Dwight, somebody's requested for you to sing Hurt. And he's literally like, hold my beer and watch this. Step back. I mean, it was like effortless. He was all over it. I was like, whoa.
So good.
Whoa. So that was a great
That was
show.
So fun. Even though I'm in the doghouse, it was fun. I'd do it again.
I mean,
do it again.
Yeah. And to answer your questions, because I see them, no, Dean didn't take his jacket off, but he did take it off quickly at the end.
For a minute, still minute.
Yeah.
Well, listen, honey, if you're looking that good, you might as well flaunt it, is what
Yeah.
I say.
I mean,
he works hard. Got it.
He works hard in that
He's
gym.
working out hard.
show
If I
it.
work out as hard as Dean Z, y'all see me strutting around Elvis Week in a bikini, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, I won't hold it against her because,
Thank you.
Anyway, I was just slightly embarrassed for the moment because I was like, "Holy!"
I know she and that little girl beside her. I mean, they both went, and I was just like. So anyway, that's us.
Yeah. And then
so what do we got?
See. So then today, on to today. So yeah, we were supposed to have our day interview, so that got sidebarred. But we're here. We're able to do a live because we were like, we've got to do a catch up live.
Yeah.
And so we're doing that now. And then this afternoon, and I'll post a picture. You're getting ready, although I'm probably going to look like death because y'all, I'm sweating so bad. But today we have, because it is the Ultimate Tribute Artist Contest finals tonight, they're doing a red carpet again. So you remember we did a red carpet event here a couple years ago at Elvis Week, and it was so much fun to see everybody like really dressed up and walk a red carpet and get pictures and stuff. So they're doing that again tonight for the finals. So Holly and I are going to be getting dolled up. We'll post our outfits.
Yes.
Mine's not super flashy. I want a little more subtle for Heather.
Thank you.
A little more subtle. But I like my dress, and my sleeves make me think of Elvis.
Yeah.
They made me think of something he would have liked.
Yes.
Or he would have worn.
Yes.
But anyway, we're getting dolled up for that. Yep. We get to have dinner, which thank goodness.
Yay.
Because all Holly and I've had today is a cookie. We had a cookie.
And a protein bar.
We had a cookie. I didn't even have that. I know, Linda, I was so bad I meant to stick one in my bag and I forgot. But anyway, we're doing that. We're going to have a little dinner, a little meet and mingle with the Ultimates. So hopefully we'll get some good pictures of all of us dressed up because I hear word on the street, Dean Z and Patrick Dunn will be in Texas. So can't wait to see that. And then, of course, the finals. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Y'all? And stay tuned. As soon as they announce the top 5, I will post it so everybody knows so you can root for your favorite. And then, of course, we'll be posting who the winner is. But I also want to say, and then after that, we got our Ultimates After Dark, which
will remain nameless. We're signing an NDA. We cannot speak of such things. Yeah. So don't ask.
Yeah, you have. That's why you have to be there. Yeah, because you're not going to know. You're not going to know if you're not there. But guaranteed to be a good time with those guys.
Yeah.
But let's do also while we're on here.
Okay.
Let's do our bestie giveaway. Talk about our second one, and then talk about what we're doing for our third giveaway.
Yes.
Okay, it ties into today.
So our first bestie of the day, Jane Ravenscraft. If you're on here, you are our winner. She thought the best song to do for the competition would be "I'll Remember You." Beautiful choice. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
So if you're on here, private messages, and we'll get a little Elvis magic sent to you after Elvis Week. And then today, our last one was it's our annual photo of the official Elvis Week host, Patrick and Dean.
Yeah.
Did you
we
comment?
did this last year and it was so fun. Yeah. Like I caught a fun picture of Dean and Patrick on the finals of the contest, and they just looked so great. Holly was like, post this and ask people to caption it, and then y'all came through. Yeah, loved it. So I got a great picture of a funny moment of Patrick and Dean the other day on stage, and Holly was like, we should do that again. And I was like, yes. And thank you all. Man, a lot of comments.
Yes.
Some hilarious comments. So go back on our Facebook and comment. Get your comment in.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to see
if we can get Mr. April himself.
Yeah. I thought it would be fun.
The comment.
I thought it would be fun to get Patrick to like read through some of them and then him to be like, oh my God, this one's amazing.
Yeah.
And get him to pick a winner.
So we might try to do that.
And then on to our next daily giveaway.
Yeah, but we'll make a post about it, and then that way they can comment on it.
Okay.
Because I've already seen the comments.
Oh yeah, so don't comment on that.
Don't comment on this one.
Yeah.
Because there's already so many comments, I'll never read through them all.
So stay tuned for another post.
There'll be another post about giveaway number 3. So.
Yes.
And we'll maybe announce 2 winners tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. And then I'm trying to think, I feel like there was something else that I was like, we need to talk about.
I mean, I feel like we have talked about it all.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not sure. Let's see.
But I hope y'all are having fun. I hope you're following along with us. Make sure we're on, we're trying to do all of this on our Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
So,
yeah. And stay tuned because I'm looking at the schedule. I got my schedule again.
Look how much is still to go.
Yeah, there's still so much more to go. So there's so many fabulous events coming up. Of course, Holly and I are going to have, some of our things that you all love. So we haven't decided yet what night, but we will be doing, because a lot of you keep asking, we definitely will be doing our Graceland After Dark, where we take you around the complex and let you see beautiful Graceland at nighttime, all serene and peaceful and lit up. So that'll be coming. Definitely. I think what else? Oh, and make sure that you all are paying attention to all of our videos, whether it be our interviews with like John Daly, these Facebook lives that Holly and I are doing, our pictures and our posts and things. Make sure you're watching and you're keeping up, because all of our scavenger hunt questions
Come from all of us.
will come from our posts and our videos and all of that. So, and again, if you don't know what we're talking about, we do our big scavenger hunt as well, where virtual, where at the end of Elvis Week, Holly and I'll literally send everybody that's signed up for our email. We'll send you an email with a questionnaire of about 10 to 15 questions, all coming and related to Elvis Week from our posts and videos. And all you got to do is fill it out, send it back in. We'll put it in a hat, pick a winner, and then you get this amazing Elvis prize pack palooza.
Yes, and it's a good one this year.
Good
so
one. It's a good one.
stay tuned.
It's
But
a good one.
So we've talked your heads off, and we're about to have a heat stroke out here. So we're going to cut it off, and stay tuned for later. Y'all keep your fingers crossed for all of the contestants. Now, let's wish them all good luck.
Yes.
And hope that they all do their best. So we will talk to you very, very soon.
Thanks, everybody. Love you all. Thank you for the 40,000.
Yay, 40,000.